Hey there, if you're a dog owner in Freeport, Florida, you already know what a fantastic place it is to live with your best friend. Today, we're going to break down everything you need to know to find the absolute best trainer for your dog right here in our own community. So let's get into it. You know, life in Freeport has its own unique rhythm. One minute, it's that quiet, friendly neighborhood vibe we all love, and the next, you've got a line of cars heading to the beach. This mix of calm and busy creates some very specific situations for our dogs to handle, and that's exactly why finding a good local trainer is so key. So what exactly should you be looking for? Well, first off, a great local trainer just gets Freeport. They really understand the challenges and the opportunities that our town presents for dog owners like us. It's all about preparing your dog for real life here. You know, things like walking calmly past a family visiting on vacation, or not getting totally distracted by cars packed with beach gear, or even just being relaxed around the sounds from the marina. At the end of the day, the goal is to find a trainer who can help your dog be a confident, well-behaved part of our community. Okay, now let's talk about the how. How a trainer actually teaches your dog. Understanding their basic philosophy is absolutely crucial for making a choice that both you and your dog will be happy with long term. So, the method that's really become the standard in modern dog training is called positive reinforcement. And all it really means is rewarding the behaviors you want to see more of. This approach doesn't just work, it actually builds a stronger, more trusting relationship with your dog. And it makes learning fun for them, which is a huge plus. And here's the other side of that coin, and it's really important. Any methods that rely on fear or pain can actually create brand new problems, and worse, they can seriously damage the bond you have with your dog. Especially in a tight-knit town like Freeport, having a confident, happy dog just makes every walk and every hello to a neighbor that much better. So, how can you tell if a trainer really knows their stuff? Look for certifications. I know, these letters can look like a bit of an alphabet soup, but they're proof that a trainer has passed some tough exams on animal behavior and is committed to using modern, humane methods. For instance, a CPDTK has proven their training knowledge, while someone with a CBCCK specializes in more serious issues like anxiety. It just shows a real dedication to their craft. All right, with that foundation set, let's get practical. You're going to run into a few different training formats, and each one has its own benefits, drawbacks, and of course, a different price tag. Group classes? They're awesome for learning basic manners and socializing your dog. Private sessions are perfect for tackling those specific issues that only seem to happen in your home, like going crazy when the doorbell rings. And then you have board and train programs, which are a really intense, immersive option for when you need to see results on a faster timeline. Of course, one of the biggest questions that always comes up is about cost. So, what should you plan to budget for dog training right here in the Freeport area? Looking at these numbers, you can see there's a pretty wide range. That's because the price really depends on a trainer's experience level and what kind of service you choose. But think about it. A package of private lessons that fixes that frustrating jumping or barking issue might cost less than a couple of nice dinners out, but the peace of mind you get lasts for years. And it's good to remember that a lot of excellent trainers serve Freeport from nearby places like Destin, so you might see travel fees as part of their pricing. Now, great training really goes hand in hand with knowing the local rules. So let's do a quick run-through of the key regulations in Walton County and talk about some fantastic local spots where you can practice your dog's new skills. The most important rule to know in Walton County is the leash law. Your dog has to be on a standard, non-retractable leash that's 6 feet long or shorter anytime you're in a public place. It's a simple rule that just keeps everyone safe and comfortable. So besides the leash law, just make sure your dog's rabies vaccination is current. That's required by state law. Good training also helps prevent nuisance barking, which is something the county can issue citations for. And if you ever have any specific questions about the rules, Walton County Animal Services is the best place to get a straight answer. All right, now for the fun part, putting those skills to the test. Topsail Hill is perfect for working on focus in a quieter, more natural setting. When you're ready for more distractions, the trails at Henderson Beach State Park are great for practicing calm behavior around more people. And to work on getting your dog used to boat traffic and general hustle and bustle, the Landing Park over in Fort Walton is an ideal spot. Okay, so you've done your research and you're ready to start calling some trainers. To make sure you find that perfect match, it really comes down to asking the right questions. You can think of this as your consultation checklist. You'll want to ask about their methods and credentials right up front. Have them explain exactly how they'll tailor a plan specifically for your dog and your life here in Freeport. And definitely make sure you get clear answers on the total cost, how you'll both track your dog's progress, and if they're willing to work with your vet if you're dealing with more complex behavior issues. You know, choosing the right trainer is about so much more than just sit and stay. It's really the first step toward a more enjoyable, less stressful life with your dog. It means more peaceful walks around the neighborhood, calmer greetings when friends come over, and just having a confident, happy companion who's a true joy to share your life with, here in Freeport.